Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to another edition of Card Sharks right here at MVG Productions. Glad you could all be out there watching the stream. I know we got a lot of streams going on tonight, appreciate each and every one of you stopping by. And I'd like to give a big shout out tonight to Wipeout Fan 14 for tonight's opening poem. Hi, Dakota. Good to see you. Glad you decided to chop in and check out the new episode of Card Sharks. Appreciate you. Again, Fan 14 is tonight's poet. And again, if you'd like to leave a poem for the show, leave it either in the live chat or leave it in the comment section below on this video after you finish live. And I said you might make it to air on the next episode. But anyway, hello, Logan. Good to see you. Welcome in. We're going to go ahead and get right to our game because we're running just a few minutes behind. And we got some good games to get to tonight. So, without further ado, let's play some Card Sharks, shall we? Here we go. Aces and kings, queens and jacks. The cards are out, and we are back on Card Sharks. This is the game where one of our players could win over $32,000 in a single turn of the cards. And now, here's your host of Card Sharks, Brandon Scruggs. Thank you so much. Glad to have you all here once again for another round of Card Sharks here at MVG Productions. We got a good battle going on here tonight as our two players are going to battle out to see who can get to the money cards and a chance at possibly $32,000. So with that said, let's meet our contestants, starting with our returning champion back with us, who through 2 wins so far this season has amassed a very nice total of $17,850 in cash. Please welcome back Mr. Nels Nesrud.
Hello.
Nels, welcome back to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Yep, two wins so far this season for you. You've had the luck of the cards on your side. Have you thought about how you're going to spend some of that money so far?
Yes, I have. They're all going to the bank.
Yes, the bank is definitely a good place to keep it for sure. And well, hopefully we can add some more to that bank account of yours today if you are lucky enough with the cards. But you got some tough competition waiting for you on this episode, so let's meet them now, starting with our first challenger of the evening, coming to us by way of New Orleans, Louisiana. Please welcome in Mr. James Doe.
Did someone say bank?
Yes, that would have been him. He said it, not me.
Yeah, I said it, James.
But welcome to the program, sir.
Good to be here.
Yeah, remind the folks at home a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am an assistant manager at a retail store, and on the side, I do football officiating because the season's about to start.
Yep, and football is here. And football is already in the air with the first volley overseas with a game in Dublin, Ireland. I didn't realize the Irish liked their American football that way, let alone collegiate football. So that's something kind of cool.
Hey, Seamus was right.
Yep. I guess football is football no matter what country you're in, right?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, best of luck to you both. You guys have cut the cards?
Yes.
Well, fantastic. Let's get right to our game. You know how this works. We play best 2 out of 3, and whoever wins 2 games first not only will pick up $1,000 from the main game, but will also go on to the money cards for a chance at another $32,000. As always, our champion will play the red cards. That's Nels, and our challenger James today will be playing the blue cards. And as always, we start with you get control of the cards with a toss-up question, and this one goes, or a high-low question, I should say. Toss-up is for our other shows we're doing here on the channel. So, Nels, we start with you on this first one here.
Okay.
Nels, we asked 100 men, have you ever taken your wedding ring off just to see if you still have game? How many of those 100 men said yes, they have taken their wedding ring off just to see if they still got game?
That's a toughie. I'm going to say that's about 62 of them.
62 out of the 100 of them have said that they've taken their wedding ring off just to see if they still have game. James, higher or lower than 62?
Did you ever do that?
Me personally, no. A, I know better, and B, I'm pretty sure that might be the one time my wife actually would kill me.
I will say lower.
She's already giving me the stink eye from across the living room. So I'm like, I'm in trouble already, and I ain't even done nothing.
Lower.
I'm gonna say lower than that. All right. Well, if the answer is lower, James, you'll play your cards first. If not, it will be Nels. The actual number of men who have taken their wedding ring off just to see if they still have game is 28. It is lower.
Wow, okay.
All right, James, that means you've got control of your cards first. You have the right to change your base card if you don't like it since you won the question. Here's your opening base card. It's a 6.
Change it.
All right, changing that base card. Instead of the 6, you will now play a 7.
David Nels. Higher.
Let's see. Going with the odds. Higher than a 7. No, it is a 4. Unfortunately, it cost you the key cards there. Nels, a free chance to play your base card. A 5.
Oh, that's beautiful. Higher, please.
Higher than a 5. Oh, no, it's a 4 as well.
Karma.
I can't deserve that because I 7 on you, James. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you had every bit of that karma coming to you. I can't even deny it, but you know.
No, I can't either.
That's what happens here. All right, let's go on to question number 2, James. This one is for you, sir. James, we asked 100 dentists, have you ever been bitten by one of your patients? How many dentists said yes, they have been bitten by one of their patients?
I hope Britt Baker didn't get one of those.
I'm pretty sure if she's gotten bitten in other places, but we ain't going to talk about that right now.
I will say 37.
37 out of 100 dentists say they have been bitten by one of their patients. Nels, higher or lower than 37?
I think that's a little bit higher than that. I think it's in the 40 range. I'm going to say higher.
I'll say a little bit higher than that. Well, let's see. The actual number of dentists who have been bitten by one of their patients is 96 of them have.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, only 4 people have managed to not been bitten by one of their patients, which that number for me feels like it tracks correctly there.
I didn't think it was that high. Holy
yeah,
crap.
it is quite that high. And Nels, with that, you've got control of the cards there. You've got that 5. What do you want to do?
I'm going to keep it go higher.
I'm going to keep it again and go higher than the 5. It's a king.
Beautiful. Lower than the king. Please.
Going on lower than the king. Oh, no, it's an ace. You lose those 2 cards there, James. A free chance to play your 7.
Deja vu from last week.
Man. Higher.
Going on higher than a 7. Oh, no, a 6 for you. Both players stuck on the base card here for this round. Tough cards here. Let's see if we can crack them here. Nels gets question number 3 of this first round. Nels, according to a YouGov survey, what percent of Americans said they would make sexy time with a robot? Again, according to a YouGov survey, what percent of Americans said they would make sexy time with a robot?
A robot?
Mm-hmm. Instead of having sexy time with a significant other human, they're doing it with a robot instead. What percentage of Americans said that they would?
I'm lost for words. I'm going to say 42 of them.
42 out of 100 of them said they would make sexy time with a robot. Or 42% of them said they would. James, higher or lower than 42%?
All I say is,
Right? I think the only appropriate sound here in this case would simply just be sorry, children. Anyway.
Lower.
You're gonna say lower than that. All right, let's see. The actual percentage of Americans that said they would make sexy time with a robot instead of a human is 22. It is lower. Yes, I need to go check out this website just to see what other surveys they're doing out there, because
You know, right?
interesting. Anyway, this one, James, you won that
Yeah,
question,
James did.
so you've got
Yep.
control of the cards. You've got that 7 still.
I'm not going to say a
Change,
word.
please.
I'm not saying a darn
There
word
we
now.
go. Changing the 7 instead of it. This time you now have a 9. Same thing, other side of the scale.
Gosh, freaking dang it.
You can't
Lower.
blame me this time,
I'll
James.
try it again. Lower than
I know.
a 9. It's an 8 up the middle.
Freeze.
Gonna freeze right there. All right, gonna take the 1 card advantage here. As we move into fourth and final question of this first round here, someone must win on this play of the cards. James, this question comes to you. James, we asked 100 college professors, have you ever graded a student's paper without reading the entire thing? How many of 100 college professors said that yes, they have graded a student's paper without reading the whole thing?
Yes, you got some of those drunk ones. I'm gonna say 15 of them.
15 out of 100 of them said they have graded the student's paper without reading the whole thing. Nels, higher or lower than 15?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Nels.
The microphone.
Yeah, check your mic there, Nels. There he is. All right. Again, James said 15 on that. Higher or lower than 15?
Higher.
I'm going to say higher than that. All right. For all important control of the cards, the actual number of college professors who said they have graded a student's paper without reading the whole thing is 40 of them. It is higher. All right, Nels, tough decision here for you, sir. You have a 5. You need to run the board in order to win the first round. Or James has an 8. He needs 3 cards. You could change your base card. He cannot. So the option's yours. Do you want to play it or pass?
I want to give it to my best friend, James.
I had a feeling you were going to do that. All right, James. James, you got to run the board with the 8. Make one mistake. Nels wins game number 1.
Unmute, James.
I'm gonna say is bleep you now.
At least that's how you were my best friend.
Yeah, that's true. Higher.
All right, going on. Higher than an 8. It's a 9.
Oh, no.
Lower.
And lower than a 9. It's a 2.
Higher.
For the first game of the match at $500. Higher than a 2. It's a 5. He's got it. Well done, sir.
James?
Game 1 is yours, James. $500 coming your way. And a nice win there. All right, let's clear the board out. Deal those next cards off the top of the deck as we continue on with our game. Nell's going to try to play from behind here, but in round 2, our challenger starts this round. So, James, this first question comes to you. James, we asked 100 single people, and we asked them, is the first day too soon to talk about whether or not they want children with their date? How many single people said the first day is too soon to talk about whether you want kids with your date?
That's a good one. Because I don't usually want to say that myself if I have a date. I don't want to piss off Nels because I'm not going to do the 50 thing, so I will say 60.
60 out of 100 of them said the first date is too soon to talk about whether or not they want kids. Nels, higher or lower than 60?
I think that's a lower. I'm going to say lower.
I say lower than that. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. The actual number of single folks who said the first day is too soon to talk about whether or not they want kids or not is 70. It is a little higher, actually.
Wow. Okay.
So 7 out of 10 think it's the first date's too soon. All right. Yeah, I guess you got to see if the person passes what they call the vibe check nowadays. So, Mike, understandable there.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yep.
James, you've got control of the cards first here, sir. So let's take a look at your base card for this one. It's a 6.
You know, I'm gonna gamble again. Change it.
Gonna change it. All right.
Watch it be a 7.
Well, we'll see. Instead of a 6, you'll now play with a 2.
Higher.
Well, higher than a 2. It's an ace.
Lower.
Lower than the ace. It's a 10.
Please.
Got a freeze right there. All right, 3-card advantage over Nels. And now we take on question number 2. This one goes to Nels. Nels, we recently read a report here from Cooper Tires, the tire manufacturer company, and they wanted to know what percentage of Americans said they knew how to change a tire. Again, according to Cooper Tires, what percentage of Americans said they know how to change a tire?
I want to say 71.
Say 71. 71% of Americans said they know how to change a tire. James, higher or lower than 71?
A little higher.
Say a little higher than that. Well, we shall see. Again, according to Cooper Tires, the percentage of Americans that said they knew how to change their own tire is 74%. It is just a little higher.
Oh, come on,
Almost right on the money there, Nails. Had you got it right on the nose, it'd have been an additional $500 bonus there for an exact answer. All right, James, you've got to control the cards once again. You've got
Change
that
it.
10. I'm gonna change it.
Come
All right.
on, eight.
Away the 10 goes, and out to play we find a 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. It's a jack.
Oh, no.
Lower.
For the game and the match to become the new champion, lower than a jack. It's a 3. We got a new champion. Congratulations, James. That is $1,000 for you. You're going on to the money cards here in just a moment. Nails, we got to say goodbye to you.
Yeah.
Hope you had fun here playing with us, buddy.
I did. I'll be back, though.
Well, you're definitely not going away empty-handed here. Two-day winnings total, sir, $17,850. Not a bad haul.
Nope.
Not bad at all. All right, James, are you ready to see if you can't win yourself some big money?
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, let's head on over. Let's play those money cards. Come on. All right, James. Bonus round time here for you. Here's how this works. Of course, we start you off with $200 of brand new betting money. You're going to work your way across that bottom row, making minimum bets of $50. Till you get to that second row, we'll give you additional $400 more and 3 more cards. Now, once you make your way across there, you'll get all the way to the top of the board with a big bet, where you must bet at least half your winnings. Now, remember, you can change one base card on each level, one of the 3 cards we deal on the side of the board to you. And should you make a perfect double all the way to the top of the board, you're going to win $32,000.
Yep.
All right. And if you're ready, wish you best of luck. Let's deal out those cards and give them a fresh $200 to start. There it is. And let's see what your opening base card is going to be. With a 6. You can't get away from that 6 today.
I know, right?
All right.
Change it with number 2.
All right, changing with number 2. All right. Instead of that 6, you'll now start with a 3.
All of it higher.
Betting in all, $200 higher than a 3. It's a 7, doubled up 400.
What's the minimum I can bet?
Yeah, minimum bets again are $50.
$50 higher.
All right, $50 higher than a 7. It's a queen. There you go. $450 and a queen.
Loch Ness Monster lower.
Okay, you're going to bet about $350. And he's hoping that is lower than a queen. It is a jack. Very nice. $800 there. Move that jack up. Give you another $400 more to play with. You have $1,200 now and a jack.
600 lower.
Big bet here, $600. This card's lower than a jack. Oh, no, it's a queen.
Ooh.
Cost you half your money. You say $600, but a slightly better card.
You know what? Gamble it. All of it lower.
Ooh, this is either game over here or $1,200 if this card is lower then a queen. It's another 6. Back up to 1,200
Change
now.
it. Change it with 1.
All right, changing with card 1 instead. All right, instead of that 6, you'll now play a 4.
Just to have at least something 1,100 higher.
All right, $1,100. If this card is higher than a 4, it's a 10. Very nice.
Okay.
$2,300 now. We move that card up to the big bet. Do you want to keep it?
No.
All right, going to change it out then. Last card up there. Your big bet card is now a 7.
Damn it.
You have $2,300, so you must bet at least $1,150 on this one.
1,150 higher.
All right, for $3,450, if this card is higher than a 7, it is. He's got it. $3,450 added to what you won in the upfront game, sir. You now have a grand total of $4,450. Well done. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick commercial timeout. When we come back, James will play another opponent, and we have some more Card Sharks on the way for you right here. So stick with us. We'll be right back. We are back here on Card Sharks here. About to start game number 2. Here with our new champion, James. He's so far got $4,450 for himself. And he's ready to take on his next opponent. So let's meet him. Coming to us by way of the great state of Wisconsin. Please welcome in Neil Sternitsky.
Hello, Brandon. Good to be here.
Welcome to Card Sharks. This seems like very familiar territory for you, doesn't it?
It does. For those of you who don't know, I have hosted a series of Card Sharks. Haven't put it on the channel yet. It's coming. Someday that starts with a consonant, but we'll get there when we get there.
I'll put you on the pile of everybody else at this point who says that they've got stuff coming. So I'm like, eventually it'll show up. But remind the good folks, tell them a little about you.
Sure. I'm 36 years old. You can usually find me in the Hot Wheels section at the local stores here in Fond du Lac. So if you see me, say hi.
Mm-hmm. All right. What any interesting Hot Wheels you've collected as late?
Actually, just a couple weeks prior to this live stream here, I found myself what is called a super treasure hunt in the Hot Wheels. Every case assortment that comes out has a very limited, rare, alternate version of one car. And I ended up finding 2 of them, and there's only one of them per case.
Wow.
And every case has 72 cars in it.
So you struck gold 1 out of 72, and you got 2 of them. That is very impressive, sir.
And not every case has them either.
Wow, that makes it even rare. I would have went and bought a lottery ticket that day, but that's just.
I did the next day.
Well, did you win anything?
No.
Oh, well. Well, maybe you'll have better luck winning something here on the program. You ready to play?
Let's do it.
Let's get to it. Good luck to you. Let's play some Card Sharks. All right, James, you are the champion now, so you'll be playing the red cards in this game. Neil, you're the challenger. You'll be playing the blue cards. You've shuffled and cut everything, so let's get going here with James and your first question here for you. James, we asked 100 pet sitters, have you ever lost a pet but found them again before the owner came home? How many of those 100 pet sitters said yes, they have lost a pet but found it before the owners got back home?
I feel that's a high number, so I'm going to say 71.
71 of them said they have lost a pet but have managed to find it before the owners have come home. Neil, higher or lower than 71?
I agree with James that it's a high number, but I don't think it's that high. I'm going to go lower.
Lower than that. I tend to agree with you because I would think if you're a good pet sitter, you don't lose the family's pets, which is why they trust you. So I think it's actually a very low number, but we'll see. The actual number of pet sitters who have lost a pet but found it again before the owner came home is 37. It is lower. That is still unusually high for what I consider, but okay. That's almost 2 out of every 5 pet sitters have lost a pet. That's not great odds, if you ask me, honestly. But all right, Neil, you won the questions. That means you get to play your cards first. Let's take a look at your opening base card. An ace.
Lovely. Lower.
Lower than the ace. It's a jack.
Let's go lower again.
Well, lower than the jack. It's a 4.
Higher.
Going on higher than a 4. It's an 8 up the middle.
I will freeze.
Oh, not gonna go for the $1,000 bonus there for sweeping the board. But all right, no shame in that, sir. You're 1 card away from winning game number 1, and this question comes to you, Neil. We asked 100 pizza lovers, and it's that question. We asked 100 pizza lovers, do you think that pineapple on a pizza is worse than having a cauliflower crust? How many of those 100 people said yes, they do believe that pineapple on a pizza is worse than having a cauliflower crust on a pizza?
Did we consult the Ninja Turtles on this by chance?
I don't think they were part of the ones surveyed here.
Oh man, that's a tough question. I'm gonna say 65.
65 out of 100 of them said that they think pineapple on a pizza is worse than having a cauliflower crust. James, higher or lower than 65?
I think it's lower because cauliflower crust.
Maybe
Why does
we'll see how it works out here. Let's see the actual number of pizza lovers that believe that pineapple on a pizza is worse than having a cauliflower crust is 40. It is lower.
still high, but
Yeah, still a little high. I'm one of those like, all right, and again, you can make judgments of me as you feel like in the comments and in the live stream chat. Pineapple belongs on a pizza. If you can put onions, peppers, olives, anchovies on there, why can't you put pineapple? It's a little sweet treat. There's nothing wrong with it. There's a million ways to do pizzas, and only maybe 3 of them might be wrong, just because they're.
And if you're on double there, you can throw it at somebody.
Exactly. Exactly. Very, very good fact there. All right, James. Let's see if we can't get you on the going here.
watch it be a 6.
We'll find out. Your base card. Oh, it's an 8 up the middle.
No, change it.
Yep, that makes
I would
perfect.
rather just 6. I would rather the 6 than the 8.
Well, instead of the 8, you'll now play a 3.
Okay, that's better. Higher.
Higher than a 3. It's a 6.
Higher.
Oh, higher than the 6. It's an 8. Back up the middle.
Got it. Risk it. Higher.
Going on. Higher than an 8. Oh, no. A 4. You lose all the way back to the base card. Neil, a free chance to win the round if you can call the 8.
6 of one, half dozen of another.
Pretty much.
Lower.
For the first game of the match for $500. Lower than an 8. It's a 4. He's got it. Well done, sir. Congratulations. That is $500 for you, and game 1 of the match is yours. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, let's clear that board out. Go to game number 2 now, and James going to try to play catch up and not have the same thing happen to him that happened to Nels in our first game here. And we start round 2 with a question to the challenger first, Neil. So this one is for you. Neil, we asked 100 single women, if you receive a text message from a guy that says, "You up after 11 p.m., do you consider it a booty call?" How many of those 100 single women said a text message that says you're up after 11 p.m. is considered a booty call?
I mean, well, that one's open to interpretation, so I don't think it's gonna be a very high number. I'm gonna say 35.
Say 35 out of 100 of them say that a text message after 11 p.m. that says you up is considered a booty call. All right, James, higher or lower than 35?
Really depends on who texts us at that time. But I think it's actually higher.
You think it's higher than that? All right. We shall see. The actual number of single women who said a "you up" text after 11 p.m. is considered a booty call is 64. It is much higher. Yep. That is about 2 out of every 3 women. And yes, somewhere off in the distance, you get that text in the back of their mind. All you hear is "kitty, kitty." That's all we can play legally on air there. But all right, James, you got control of the cards first. Let's take a look at your base card as you try to play catch up here. Start you with another 8.
Change.
Bracken frackin' varmint. I can already hear you now.
He's angry.
Yes, he's angry. Indeed. We'll change the 8 out instead. You'll start with a jack.
I would rather the 6 than the 8. I'll go lower.
All right, lower than a jack. It's a 2.
Higher.
One on, higher than a 2. It's a 3.
Higher.
One again, higher than a 3. It's a 6.
Higher.
To tie up the match at $1,000 bonus if it's higher than a 6. It's a 9. He's done it. Very nice, sir. $1,000 bonus for sweeping the board. $500 for the round. You're up to $5,950.
Yay.
And just like that, we are all tied up. It is 1 game apiece, so that means we go to our tiebreaker round, sudden death. And again, 1 question will determine who plays the cards here as we set up for that tiebreaker round. And James, as the champion, the question goes to you. All right, James, according to a survey done by OnePoll, what percentage of Americans said they have called in sick to work because they've had a bad hair day? Again, according to a survey done by OnePoll, what percentage of Americans said they have called in sick to work because they're having a bad hair day?
I think it's gonna be low. How low?
That is the question.
I am gonna go with iKing 27.
Oh, the old Eye King. Shout out, Vernon, if you're out there watching this. Appreciate you. 27 for you. Neil, higher or lower than 27?
I agree with James that it's a low number, but I'm going to say even lower than that.
We're going to say even lower than that. All right, for all important control of the cards here, the actual percentage of Americans who have called in sick to work because they've had a bad hair day is 33. It's not lower. I am genuinely surprised at the fact that it is not lower than that, because I would have thought surely it would have been a much higher number than that, all things considering.
I agree with that. I was like,
and most people would have thought it'd probably be women that's done it. But all right, we shall see. All right. James, you've got the option here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn over each of the base cards for you and Neil, and then you'll have this option to decide if you want to play it or pass it to Neil. Remember, if you play it, you have the right to change your base card. Neil does not. So let's start by looking at Neil's base card first. He has a 2. Your base card is a 6.
there's that 6. There's that 6. But I am not giving the opportunity to Neil, so I am going to change that 6.
So you're going to play?
Yes.
All right. Good luck to you. You're going to change that 6. Let's hopefully it works out for you. We change that 6, and instead your base card is a 2.
Higher.
All right, higher than a 2. It's a queen.
Lower.
For the game and the match to retain the championship, lower than a queen. Oh, no, it's an ace, and we have a new champion in Neil Sternitsky.
Good game, Neil.
Hey, James.
Well done. Congratulations to you, Neil. You're going to be playing the money cards again here in just a minute. James, got to say goodbye to you, my friend. Your championship run was very short-lived here, but did you have a good time with us?
Yes, I live by the cards. I die by the cards.
Yeah, wasn't meant to be. Well, hey, you picked up $1,500 this game. Added to what you won in the first half of the show today. You leave us here with a nice total, sir. $5,950. Well played.
I'll be back.
We look forward to having you back when it happens. But for now, Neil Sternitsky is our new champion, and he's about to tackle those money cards. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's play the money cards. Here we go. All right, Neil. You've seen how this works, so we're gonna go straight into the bonus game here for you. You know, again, a perfect double all the way to the top of the board will get you $32,000. So I want you to win the big money. You ready?
Yes, I am.
Good luck. Let's deal out those cards. Give them fresh $200, please. And hopefully, may the cards be ever in your favor here. Let's take a look at your base card. It's a 10.
I'm going to keep it. And let's go $100 lower.
All right, going to go $100, half the bet. 100. You said lower, correct?
Lower than the 10.
Thank you. $100 lower than the 10. It's a 6. $300, and James's 6 has made its way to the money cards.
And not for long. Change it with number 3.
All right, changing with number 3. Okay, instead of that 6, you will now play a 5. A little bit better.
Yeah.
You got $300.
Let's go $200 higher.
All right, $200. If this card is higher than a 5. Oh, no, it is a 2. Lose 200 there, but you got $100 and a great card.
Yep. All of it higher.
All right, get him back up to $200. Higher than a 2. It's a 4. There we go. You got you made it through with the same $200 we gave you. Let's give you some more money here. Level you up for 400 more. $600 and a 4 now.
Let's do $400 higher.
All right, big bet here on this one. $400 higher than a 4. Oh, no. Cost you 400 there, but you got a little bit better card with a 3.
James did the same thing in that last game. That's the same position. All of it higher.
All right, please no 2s this time. Double up, $200 higher than a 3. It's an ace.
There we go.
$400.
All of it lower.
Bend again. Can't lose on the ace. Come on, lower than the ace for all of it. It's a 2.
Oh,
We move that 2 up to the big bet card. Do you want to change it?
does a bear shit in the woods?
Yes, it does. So you do want to change it.
No.
Well, okay. Well, you have a 2. You have $800. You must bet at least 400 on this one.
I'll do the full Monty higher.
All right, for $800 because you can't lose on the 2, but for $1,600, come on, higher than a 2. It's a jack. He's got it. That's $1,600 added to the $1,000 you won in the upfront game, sir. Grand total for you today, $2,600.
Awesome.
Well done. Congratulations to you there. And most importantly, Neil, you'll be back as our new champion next time here on Card Sharks. But folks, that is going to do it for us on this episode. We thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all the support from live streams for the folks out there who are regulars here. Tony, I see you out there. Chris Chambers watching, one of our MVG members watching the live stream from there as well. Dakota, Mike, Logan, appreciate each and every one of y'all watching out there. And again, a reminder, if you have a poem for the start of our show and want to see it debut here on the show, leave it in the comment section below or leave it in the live chat before we go off air here. And if you haven't subscribed and want to see other great game shows like this of the past, present, and future, click that subscribe button down below and ring the bell. That way you never miss out on all the fun and games going down here at MVG Productions. But until the cards are shuffled up and we play this great game once again, I'm your host, Brandon Scruggs. From all of us here at Card Sharks, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time right here for more Card Sharks. Until then, so long, everybody.